Hi everyone, I'm back. PlayStation VR2. I just want to say this is my opinion, and I did buy a PlayStation 5 at the beginning with the intention of VR. That's all I really bought the PlayStation 5 for, was this VR. And I've waited, and I ordered in November. It was 10 o'clock there on the dot. Make sure I got one. As I mentioned yesterday, I didn't feel as though there were that many games for me to play, being highly invested into Pcvr and Quest 2 standalone. There were no trials or demos when I made the video yesterday, but that changed yesterday afternoon. This is my opinion and my opinion only, and I am a PlayStation fan. I've had all the PlayStations and I had PlayStation VR 1. So remember, this is £530 of kit, and it has got some nice technology in it. And I'll start with the good points. The screens are gorgeous. That OLED black just works in VR. Got to say, it looks nice. A lot of stuff does look great. The Call of the Mountain, I think it's called, Horizon, is absolutely stunning in this headset. No doubt about it. The blacks are fantastic. But that's the only good thing I've got to say about it, unfortunately. Getting it out of the box yesterday, one of my controllers wasn't even clipped together properly, and they feel cheap. They really do. So at £530 I've got in this, and there's just nothing to it. I mean, that could be a good thing for a lot of people. Nice, light, not know you've got something in your hand. But for me, it just feels a little cheap. And that carries on inside the edge unit. It just feels light. Again, for some people that'll be a good thing, but for me it just feels light but cheap. It's got some cogs or something in this bit. It feels like it's going to break. It really does. You remember the Quest 2 Elite Edge strap where they broke? I mean, look how thin that is. Feels terrible for £530. In my opinion, it feels terrible. So it put me off straight away. It doesn't feel quality. It doesn't feel Sony quality. I think other people have said it's really good and Sony quality. But for me, my opinion, it feels really cheap. Cheap plastic, cheap cogs in this bit. So straight away I was on the back foot. Not many games I wanted to play. Get it out of the box and it feels terribly cheap. £530, I expected a little bit more. So anyway, we got some demos to try, like I say. And Call of the Mountain, the Horizon game, outstanding, stunning. OLED panels, brilliant. But that game is just not the type of game I'll play. So that makes no odds to me. Resident Evil, I tried that. I weren't sure if it were a game I'd play, and it wasn't. And on the demo, I felt slightly disconnected to my arms. It felt like a flat game converted to VR. Maybe it's the demo, or it's just me. I don't play that type of game, so I don't really know. But I wasn't blown away by the gameplay of Resident Evil. So the game that I have got on Quest 2, Tales of the Galaxy Star Wars, I got a demo of that. And for me, my opinion, I'm not blown away by the graphics. I know it's better, but I'm not blown away. And I did think that Quest 2 on Tales of the Galaxy did a really good job. It was standalone, and I really enjoyed it. It held its own on that one. So that brings me on to something else with the PlayStation VR 2, and that's this. The cable. Now, I came up with cables. PSVR 1 had loads of cables. The Oculus Rift and Rift S had cables, and it wasn't a problem. But when you've been cableless for so long, it's too much. I can't go back. I really can't go back. I felt it annoying. I felt it was pulling. I was wary of it. Plus, you're tied down to where your PlayStation 5 is set up and plugged in. So I can't just go and play it in any other room. So I'll sum up so far where I'm at. It's £530. It feels cheap and plastic. It feels like it's going to break. And I don't like the cable. Love the OLED screens and the blacks. That's brilliant. Horizon, Call of the Mountain, outstanding. They've done that as a demonstration, I guess, to show what the kind of stuff this can produce. But if you think for Pcvr, you've got Asgard's Wrath that looked outstanding. Half-Life Alyx that looked outstanding. And you can play these wirelessly if you've got a good setup on the Quest 2. So I bought a dedicated router to play Pcvr on Quest 2 and it works. It works really, really well. So what more can I say? The tracking, it's just the same old tracking, and it's no worse, no better than anything else I've had. The controllers, they're all right. They're not mind-blowing. They're nothing there for me. Personally, I'm not impressed. £530. I know the hype's really high at the moment, and not one person said a bad word about it. I can't comment on the FOV because I have to wear my glasses. I don't have any prescription lenses for this. That's going to make a difference, obviously. Terrified of scratching the lenses. So I can't comment on the FOV. Can you put it on with glasses? Yeah, but it's like any other. It is a bit of a pain in the backside with your glasses on. It's not got like a flip down front or anything like that. So this is what I am sticking with. It's a Quest 2. I've got a Kiwi design edge strap on, so it's relatively comfy. It feels solid, feels robust. I've had it a bit. Works great. Got the new face pad on there. I can't remember who that's from, but that's lovely and comfy. And what I do like about this, there's no cables. I can play it in any room. It does standalone VR. It does PC VR, and the quality is pretty damn good for what it is. So I'm sticking with the Quest 2. And if you've got a Quest 2 and Pcvr and a good PC, then I would really give it a lot of thought before spending £530 or even £1,000 if you don't have a PS5. That's my opinion. It's going back to Sony. I'm happy with my Quest 2. I'll see what Quest 3 is or whatever comes around the corner next. But PlayStation 5 VR, it's not for me. I'm not impressed. Thanks for watching. Remember, this is my opinion only. I've got one in my hands. I've used it for 24 hours. I've had some demos and I play with it. I'll catch you on next one. We'll probably get back to light gun games again. Thanks for watching.